What's the most valuable lesson you learned from a junior enlisted soldier? I was a brand new butterbar lieutenant at Fort Campbell, fresh out of West Point with a head full of tactics and zero real experience. Thought my degree and commission made me automatically smarter than every enlisted soldier under my command. My platoon sergeant paired me with Private First Class Mike for my first patrol in Afghanistan. Kid was 19, high school dropout from rural Kentucky, spoke with a thick accent that made some officers dismiss him immediately. I'll admit I did too at first. Third day in country, we're on patrol through a village that intelligence said was friendly. Mike kept stopping, studying the ground, looking at buildings differently than the rest of us. I kept pushing him to move faster. We're behind schedule, soldier. He'd point at things that seemed normal to me. Sir, that window's been boarded up since yesterday, but there's fresh footprints leading to the back door. Or, those chickens are acting spooked, but there's no dogs around to explain it. I ignored him, focused on my map, my timeline, my perfectly planned route that some staff officer had drawn up back at the fob. Mike kept trying to get my attention, pointing out details I couldn't see or didn't understand. Then it happened. Mike grabbed my arm and yanked me sideways just as an RPG streaked past where my head had been. The explosion knocked us both down, but we were alive. He'd seen the reflection off the launcher in a window across the street, something I'd missed completely despite all my training. While I was still trying to figure out what happened, Mike was already moving. He didn't wait for orders. Laid down suppressing fire, called for support, started organizing the squad's response. Kid had more combat instinct in his pinky finger than I had in my entire body. After the firefight, I asked him how he knew. My dad taught me to hunt when I was 8, he said. Woods back home are just as dangerous as this place. Just different predators. Same rules apply though. You gotta read the signs, trust your gut, and never assume you're the smartest thing out there. That's when it hit me. All my education, all my leadership training, all my book knowledge about tactics and strategy meant nothing if I couldn't listen to the people who actually knew what they were talking about. Mike had been trying to teach me all along, but my ego was too big to learn. From that day forward, I made a point of asking questions instead of giving orders. What do you see that I'm missing? Became my go-to phrase. I learned more in the next 6 months from privates and corporals than I had in 4 years at the academy. Mike taught me that wisdom doesn't come with rank. Intelligence doesn't come with education. And the most valuable lessons often come from the people you least expect to teach you anything. He saved my life that day, but more importantly, he saved my career. Made me a better officer, a better leader, and a better person. Kid from Kentucky with a GED taught a West Point graduate how to actually lead soldiers. Mike got promoted to sergeant before I made captain. Well deserved. Last I heard, he was training new lieutenants, probably teaching them the same lesson he taught me, that sometimes the best leaders are the ones who know when to shut up and listen. Never underestimate the person wearing the lowest rank in the room. They might just be the smartest one there.